What's up, y'all? My name is Prince, and I'm an urban acolyte. This is my channel, Golden Bell Training, where I talk to you guys about martial arts, strength and conditioning, martial arts philosophy, and how to succeed on a whole food, plant-based diet, because I want to help you guys become the baddest mofos in your dojo. So I'm doing a video every day in August. Little thing. I know I didn't get a video posted yesterday, so I've already lost. But I was really tired. I was beat. I want to give a shout out though to my accountability partner, Kristen Leaks. She's got 2 channels. She's doing a video every day in August over on her fitness channel called Kristen Calisthenics, where she's documenting her journey to becoming, I guess, a professional street workout person, or to compete. I think she wants to compete in like this calisthenics contest. And I didn't realize that she was that fit. She's participated in fitness competitions and all kinds of stuff. She was vegan for a little while, and she's still mostly plant-based. I'm gonna try to pull her back over onto the green team full time. She did a video on supplements, and I guess before I jump into I guess you might have seen I got a stack of books over here that we're gonna be talking about some of this stuff. But I wanna open up some supplements that I just got in the mail. You know, if you're watching this, Kristen, I'm gonna talk about my supplements too, real quick. All right, so I got this in the mail yesterday from Amazon. I've never gone with this company before, but I saw it. I normally get my stuff from TrueNutrition.com, but I wanted to see, actually I was just on Amazon looking to see if I could find this certain kind of creatine. So this is it says clean and pure bulk supplements. Oh, this is beta-alanine. So actually, I heard about this from Jerry Brainium. I'm going to be talking about him a lot when I start getting to the real fitness stuff. Because some of y'all you're soaking up all the martial arts stuff and geeking out over it. But guys, you got to work out, man. Like I said in another video, sometimes you just got to be fucking strong. If you can and you're able to work out. I know some of y'all are working with some issues. I'm going to try to get some stuff up for you guys too. But for those of you who are able-bodied and you're talking about making chakra spin in it, man, shut the fuck up and get in the gym. And this beta-alanine stuff, this will help you. Kristen, if you're watching, it'll help with the muscle burn. And pardon my bad language, but I'm mostly talking to the guys who watch this channel. So I have to remember that every now and then I might have a lady watching the channel. And then, of course, I got a Creatine Hydrochloride, which is a new form of creatine that I've learned about it from Jerry Brainium. Like I said, this dude, he knows everything about supplements. So I'm gonna be subscribing to his newsletter soon and getting my supplement knowledge back up. And this is L-theanine. I don't know if you guys can see it. L-theanine, it says, promotes relaxation, restores a sense of calm. It's found naturally in green tea. What L-theanine does is, you guys know, I say, I get up in the morning, I drink a small cup of black coffee. It's like my pre-workout drink before my morning workout. If you drink a lot of caffeine, a lot of coffee, you get those jitters, right? That nervous, that anxiety feeling from caffeine stuff. L-theanine actually helps reduce that. Right, and it's found naturally in green tea, so that's why, you drink green tea, you don't get those nervous jitters. It kind of calms you down. What it does is it blocks certain neurotransmitters that give you that excited feeling from caffeine, where caffeine is blocking I think an ADP receptor, which is what causes you to feel like you have energy, to feel alert, where you're not tired, because that's a receptor that determines fatigue, sleepiness, right? But anyway, let's hop in. Those were my supplements that I just got in the mail yesterday. I will be on those next week. I'm probably just gonna put the creatine and the beta alanine in my black coffee so they'll dissolve in the warm liquid. I drink it down, and I'm gonna actually take the L-theanine to my job. So if I have a Red Bull or a Coke or something, you know, one from because I do a lot of talking, and I need the caffeine to stay alert. You know, I won't get the nervous jitters and whatnot and be sounding like a crazy person. All right, so this is Video Every Day in August. Amy Landino, I think is her name now. Sexy Savvy Social Amy is what it is. Her website. She's actually taken down the Veda Video Every Day in April, Video Every Day in August, Vlog Every Day of April or August. Because she was like, look, I've been doing this twice a year for 5 years. It's time for someone else to take up the torch. I managed to save the topics, but at first I didn't know that I had them saved, and I was like, oh, well, she's taking it all down. I got to come up with some other way of doing these videos, some other topics. I know I'll do something around the Tao Te Ching and the Tai Chi Classics, and that'll be my videos every day for this month. Right, so I actually had planned to do a video last night, but I got sleepy actually looking this stuff up, right? So, and it's good that I didn't do it because I couldn't find all of I have like 3 translations of the Tao Te Ching. Actually I have some more because I have electronic versions, but physical books, right? And I'm obviously holding 2 of them. I got a really fancy one that my senior Wing Chun brother, the guy who's responsible for all of this, right, getting me started, he told me to get. I can't find that book. I don't know where it is. And this I actually got when I was in college, and it is not a good translation, right? But I wanted to read to you guys a passage that I had selected because of one particular line. And then this morning I found my translation by Guy Fu Feng, which the homie Master Chris up in Louisville, Kentucky. He's a Shaolin Kempo instructor. Also, that Wing Chun dude Ali that I told you, Chris is my connection to Ali. Chris was his senior student. I won't talk about it, but Chris for a while was my Wing Chun teacher. Chris and I are actually Wing Chun family because now he's a student of Sifu Augustine Feng, who is Renee Ng's Kung Fu brother. They grew up together in Macau, both students of Grandmaster Ho Kam Ming, who I think is, if he's still alive, he's in Toronto, I think. So Chris and I were linked there. Then he, you know, got me connected to Ali, even though I've never trained with Ali. And his Taoist lineage, is connected to Guy Fu Feng and Jane English, who was Guy's wife. So I'm glad Chris made me get this translation because this version clears some things up. I've managed to ramble on for another 2 minutes without actually reading the passage, telling you guys why I was interested in this. Right, so this passage, in this book, it's number 52. The Tao Te Ching, like the passages, the poems, they have this funny numbering system, right? So in here it's 52, but in here it's number 8, and it actually says 52 and then 8 in parentheses in the crappy Prince was a broke college student translation when Amazon first came out. I think this was one of the first books I ever ordered off of Amazon. So it reads, the highest good is like water. Water is good at benefiting the myriad creatures, but also struggles to occupy the place loathed by the masses. Therefore, it is near to the way. The quality of an abode is in its location. The quality of the heart is in its depths. The quality of giving lies in trust. The quality of correct governance lies in orderly rule. The quality of an enterprise depends on ability. The quality of movement depends on timing. Now, it is precisely because one does not compete that there is no blame. Now, the line that stuck out to me in this, me reading it in August of 2018, August the 3rd actually, because I read it yesterday. The quality of movement depends on timing, right? And so for me, I was thinking all about this idea of movement and timing, right? Because there's a line in the Tai Chi Classics that says, though my opponent moves first, though my opponent is the first to move, I will arrive first, right? And I was thinking about movement and arriving and timing. And I said, well, what, but I was like, I don't understand the rest of that. Like, what does the rest of it mean? And so I found the Gai Fu Feng translation, and it says, the highest good is like water. Water gives life to the 10,000 things and does not strive. It flows in places men reject, and so is like the Tao. And that's a huge difference from how the broke college student translation, it reads, the highest good is like water. Both those lines are the same. Water is good at benefiting the myriad creatures, but also struggles to occupy the place loathed by the masses. This says water gives life to the 10,000 things, that's the same, and does not strive. This says, but also struggles. This one's saying the opposite of this one. It doesn't strive to give life to the 10,000 things. This says it struggles to occupy the place loathed by the masses. This says it flows in places men reject, and so is like the Tao, right? The places that men reject, it's also there. And so it's like the Tao. The Tao is everywhere. And water doesn't struggle. It's the natural course. It's the water course way. That's why they say the water course way, because of this passage, right? In dwelling, be close to the land. In meditation, go deep in the heart. In dealing with others, be gentle and kind. In speech, be true. In ruling, be just. In daily life, be competent. In action, be aware of the time and the season. Now, the thing about the Tao Te Ching you got to remember, or maybe you didn't know this, is Lao Tzu wrote these passages, these poems, these wise sayings. He's given these are instructions to the ruling class. This is how you ought to rule. This is how to rule if you're ruling by mandate of heaven, meaning that there is the heavenly emperor, the golden emperor, right, who's in heaven, and the golden emperor has given the rulers on the earth who rule over men at the below the heavens, the right to rule. And so they are supposed to emulate what the golden emperor is doing, from his jade palace behind the jade gates in heaven or something like that. I don't know. I'm not a religious Taoist, so and I was reading something about like philosophical Taoism and religious Taoism, or like there's like a chasm in between them, and I gotta find that because it was actually pretty deep. Me not considering myself a religious Taoist, buying into the golden emperor and the jade palaces and all that other stuff, right? But it was interesting that it says in action, be aware of the time and the season. There's that line about the quality of movement depends on the timing is not in the Gai Fu Feng. So it's funny like how you have to jump back and forth between translations sometimes to I guess get a point across. Now this brought me to the Tai Chi Classics, and I have two different translations here, right? Of one of the classics, right? So this one, they're both coming from Master Wu Yushang's his treatise on Tai Chi, the exposition of insights into the 13 postures. And remember, I said that Tai Chi originally was 8 methods, 5 directions, 13 methods boxing, 13 directions boxing. It was not Tai Chi until later, right? It has nothing to do with Chi and all this other Chi fighting with Chi and all this other stuff, right? But this I started out reading, exercising your internal power is just like refining metal into the purest steel. Then nothing can not be destroyed. In performing the forms, you should be like the eagle which glides serenely on the wind, but which can swoop instantly to pluck a rabbit from the ground. Your mind should be centered like the placid cat, peaceful but able to respond instantly to the scurrying mouse. When in stillness, you should be as the mountain. When in motion, you should move like the water of the river, right? And so you think about all that stuff I just read it from the Tao Te Ching, And this is talking about movement, right? Moving and timing, and your motion, your movement should be like water. And water flows everywhere. It does not strive, it just does. It's the natural way. The place where people are not, the places where people don't want to be, the Tao is still there. It doesn't show favoritism, right? In exercising, it doesn't just work on the strong points and neglect the weakness. It works on everything as a whole. Now, this is a better version of the Tai Chi Classics, right? I'm reading Tai Chi Principles, Exposition of Insights into the 13 Postures. This is a better translation. I just got this, I think a year ago, right? So move the Jin like steel tempered 100 times. What is solid? What is so solid that cannot be broken, right? So move, that word is yun. Move the Jin like steel tempered 100 times. What is so solid that it cannot be broken, right? So one of the commentaries says, in Tai Chi, though one does not use strength, which is Li, the inner Jin increases, inner power increases so that it is inexhaustible. One's Jin is like steel that has been tempered 100 times, right? Nothing is so solid that it cannot be broken, right? So this question, what is so solid that it cannot be broken? It reads in some other editions of the Tai Chi Classics, this reads, nothing, Wu, is so solid it can't be broken. Sway, the word broken, also means to push, press, agitate, or destroy. What is so solid that it can't be pushed? What's so solid that it can't be pressed, right? And these are techniques in Tai Chi. You got push, you got press, right? What's so solid that it can't, I just lost my page. Let me see if I can find it. I'm trying to demonstrate for y'all, and I'm like can't hold on to my book. All right, so all right, I'm back on that one. Let me get back. All right, I'm back. All right, so one's appearance is like a falcon pouncing on a hare, pouncing on a rabbit. Their spirit is like a cat catching a rat. In the spirit, the shin, right? So we talk about the shin. So this is talking about something even higher level, right? Chen says a falcon about to pounce on a hare hovers without being fixed in a place. A cat catching a rat waits for the right moment and then moves. The shin is waiting patiently before it moves, right? It goes on to say, be still, your Jing, be still like a mountain, move like a great river, right? Be still like a mountain means to be heavy without floating. Move like a great river means to flow in one's entirety without ceasing. So this really comes down to the mind, right? That's what Master, what is his name? Is it Wu Shaoshang or Wu Shu Shang? I don't. This is actually the deepest that I've ever like looked at any of the Tai Chi classics. Like, I mean, a lot of it, like I've been talking about the Tai Chi Classics in videos, and people, where can I get that book? And it's like, to be honest, the Tai Chi Classics will not benefit you at all until you're like training Tai Chi and you've reached these epiphanies in your body to where now you can start to read this stuff and it'll start to make sense. It's like, it's based on experience. Wu Yu Shang, right, is his name, that he's written the third classics. There's three of these expositions, three of these poems. There's actually more, but they're, when you usually talk about the Tai Chi Classics and the principles from them, they're talking about these main three. There's another one in here. There's like a fourth one called like the Principles of Sung, which is something I haven't even talked about in any videos. The concept of Sung, of deep relaxation. Just see, I'm not even sung because my shoulders are tense, right? Sung is in the body. It's also in the mind, right? And then it's in the shin, right? Which is really what this is driving at. When you really, Peter, if you're watching this video, if you're watching to this point, this is the point where you can start to talk about internal martial arts as a spiritual practice when you're working at the shin level. But you can't get there until you get through the body, the internal stuff. That's when you get to where this is a real spiritual, a real mystical practice. I did a video on this one day and my camera messed up, so you guys will never see it because I'm not going to refilm it because I don't remember what I talked about, and I basically just gave you the essence of that message is that you have to get through all of this stuff. You have to get through the body, deal with all of the issues, fix your body, fix your health, fix all of that. And that's when you start to get to the martial aspects of Tai Chi. Because if your body doesn't move right, and you can't control your internal organs, you can't feel all the way to the bone, you're just waving your arms around, you'll have no power, right? No Jing, right? And all the movement, being still, being patient, waiting for the right time to strike, it's all here, right? Because there's another book I'm reading. It's actually by someone who was a doctor who studied I Chuan, right? And he talks about all of this folly, muscular strength and whatnot. And he's like, why do kung fu people get faster with age, even though the body is deteriorating, right? It's not like, oh, you do the Tai Chi, you do Bagua, you do Xing Yi, you do I Chuan, do I Li Chin, and you found the fountain of youth. I mean, yeah, you'll slow the aging process down, possibly, but I mean, you know, people still get sick and die. I mean, my Sifu had cancer, right? You know, you have to take care of your body. That's why I talk about, you know, training the body and the mind, right? Not just training the body, doing some Qigong or something. Although I do want to have a Qigong person on. I hope. She looks phenomenal. She looks very, very, very good, right? I don't know if the only thing she does is Qigong. That's not, I mean, when you're doing Tai Chi, you are doing Qigong. So I don't have an interest in learning multiple Qigong sets unless I'm doing it for work-related reasons and where I want my career to go, my offline career to go in the future is I'd like to use all this stuff, you know, the classics, the Tao Te Ching, the I Li Chin, the Tai Chi stuff as a method of treating people in a clinical setting, right? Supplemental therapy, supplemental exercises for therapy purposes, therapeutic purposes, but they will be in therapy. If I get to where I think I want to go, that'll be a topic probably for another video. I owe you guys 2 videos. It might not get posted today, but that might be the other video I record maybe later today. I don't know. We'll see. This is long enough. This is like going on 30 minutes, right? But I've actually been kicking knowledge to you guys, right? I opened supplements. I talked about the Tao Te Ching. Then we talked about the Tai Chi Classics. And I think that's where I'm gonna wrap it up. So like really, I dropped a lot to think about in this video. And the big takeaway, how do we actually do this? Man, you got to spend time in your seated meditation, and you got to spend time training, right? Moving slow, being mindful of your movements when you're training your kung fu, when you're doing your weight training, your calisthenics, whatever. You got to be mindful because we're talking about harmonious movement. Harmonious movement is in everything you do, not just when you're throwing a punch. When you're walking, when you almost trip over a banana peel, when a hot girl or a hot guy or whatever it is you prefer walks by, it's still harmonious movement. And the only way to do that is not just, oh, I'm moving harmoniously. No, you have to become aware of when, okay, I feel it. Now when I move here, when I fix my posture, oh, I don't have it anymore. I found it. Okay, now how do I maintain to fix my posture? How do I maintain it to stand up out of this chair? How do I maintain? And so it's like, so day by day, you start to refine your movements. You start to fine tune things and maintain that feel. Okay, I got the feel here and I got it here. But in that transition, I don't have it. So then it's, you know, every small, minute movement until, you know, I don't have it. Okay, I got it. I don't have, okay, I got it. I got it, right? It's like you trying to, it's like a DJ that's spinning, you know, that kind of DJ, you know. Okay, I'm getting carried away, right? But they're trying to find that beat. They're trying to find where, okay, where's the beat? Let me find the beat, and now I can start the mix. I can start, you know, that's basically what you're trying to do when you're trying to develop internal power for Kung Fu. And not just, and when I say Kung Fu, I don't just mean, woo, you know, the Goku shit. I mean in everything, because Kung Fu is in everything. In the way you cook, when you prepare your meals, which is cooking, when you play with your kids, when you play video games, when you're driving, when you're walking down the street, when you're doing carpentry work, when you're reading a book, when you're explaining things to people on YouTube. It's in all facets of life. So I hope you guys got something out of this. This is a much longer video than I'm used to doing, but you know, I'm trying to keep these things short, but sometimes, hey man, I didn't realize I had so much material to deliver today. So I hope you guys got something out of it. Like the video if you like it. If you don't, well, I don't know. What are you watching for? I gets deep, right? Like a bike with, what is it? What did Cedric the Entertainer said? I get deep like a bicycle with no seat, right? Getting your ass, right? So I'm gonna wrap it up for that. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for watching. Y'all keep on breathing, and may the force of others be with you always.